Hey guys, it's Jeremy here with Metal Music Meltdown, back with another video. What I got for you today, guys, is a ranking the albums video. This time none other than the legendary and iconic metal band Mercyful Fate, one of the most influential bands in metal history. You have the great King Diamond leading the band. He's got that really distinguishable falsetto voice. It's kind of hit and miss for some people, but I personally love it. I think it suits the music really well, and it kind of separates him from the group and makes his music stand out even more. Mercyful Fate, of course, being so iconic, they were the first wave of what would be influential to black metal, along with bands like Bathory and Venom. I always found Mercyful Fate to be more of a traditional heavy metal band, just with a little bit of a darker sound, and of course they had the occult and satanic lyric themes in the first few albums. But just a legendary band. It's a must in every metalhead's collection. This was a really hard ranking to do. I love all their albums. They're all really strong, and I thought I was kind of nitpicking to kind of put them in a certain order, but it had to be done. So let's jump right in. So guys, at number 7, I have the album Dead Again, which was released in 1998. Great album, still very strong. I listen to it pretty regularly still. Do I think I could fault this record for is the production. It had a little bit of a muddier production sound to it. That's why I think that kind of threw me off when I kind of went back and listened to it a few times. Some great tracks though. The Night's really good. The Lady Who Cries is really good. Fear's good. Mandrake was good. Crossroads is good. Like a lot of solid songs on this album, and so legendary. But one of them had to be number 7, and I have that as Dead Again. At number 6, I have Into the Unknown, released in 1996. Again, another great, strong album. I found the songs on this album to be just slightly less memorable than some of the albums I put a little bit higher, but still a really strong album. Standout tracks for me. Into the Unknown is really good. The Ghost of Change is good. Lucifer's good. Holy Water was good as well. I love that song. And yeah, just a strong album again. Definitely check it out. It doesn't mean it's not a good album if it ranks a little bit lower. Definitely pick up all of Mercyful Fate's discography. You won't be disappointed. So I have again number 5, Into the Unknown. Or number 6, sorry. At number 5, I put Time. This kind of surprised me. I thought Time would be a little bit higher, but after listening to the albums again, one album specifically kind of snuck ahead of it. I love this album though. It was released in 1994, and I love the songs. My Demon's really good. The title track Time is kind of different, but I still really like it. Nightmare Be Thy Name is really good. Angel of Light is good. Just a really strong record. I love the whole thing, and again, I'm kind of nitpicking faults of it. I can't really, maybe a little bit more proggy in this album, but I love it. It's a great album, and I had that again at number 5. At number 4, that just kind of sneaked ahead of Time, was the album entitled 9, which is their most recent album, the 7th studio album, released in 1999. Great album. I think this might be their heaviest album. It's so heavy. On the low end, it really punches, I found. And on the last couple albums, I found King's vocals to be not quite as high. I'm not sure if it's just due to age. He's getting older in age now. He can't maintain the higher falsetto. He kind of mixes between the falsetto and mid-range in his octave levels, I noticed. But this album's heavy. I love the album cover. I think it might be one of my favorite covers of theirs. It's so legendary and awesome, and I just love this album. It's so heavy. Songs like Burn in Hell, Sold My Soul's really good, Insane's good, Buried Alive, Kiss the Demon, all great stuff. Really good album. Super heavy. Again, that was number 4. At number 3, I had Into the Shadow. This was kind of their comeback album in '93 after they disbanded and kind of got back together later on. And they kind of didn't miss a beat. They kind of continued right where they left off. Really strong album. The only change in this album from the first two, they kind of got away from the occult and satanic lyrical themes and went more with a general horror theme, and that's fine with me. I'm a huge horror fan, and it didn't really affect it for me in any way. But a really strong album. I loved Egypt. The song is amazing. The Old Oak is a legendary epic song, almost under 9 minutes. Is That You, Melissa? The ending track is really, really good. The Bell Witch I mentioned, Shadows is good. Like, the whole album, top to bottom, is really strong. They definitely didn't disappoint when they came back. I think there was a 9-year gap between this and the previous album, and they really didn't miss a beat. It's a strong, strong album, really, really good. Strong production too. And the last two, I always knew would be my 1 and 2. They're so iconic, and I never get sick of listening to them. I couldn't decide where to put them, but I threw at number 2, Melissa. One of the most iconic albums of all time. It's got that legendary album cover, and it's just top to bottom a perfect album. It's so doomy and so like atmospheric. I love it. I can definitely hear the black metal, what would be influential to black metal later on. In terms of the track listing, Evil for an opening track, I think, is their best opening track out of all their albums. It's so amazing. And Black Funeral is amazing. The song Melissa, of course, is iconic. It's just such a good album. It's so strong, and it's a must-have in any collection. And that's a number 2. So obviously, guys, you know what number 1's going to be. Don't Break the Oath. Their second studio album, released in '84. This is, I think, my favorite Mercyful Fate album. Melissa's a hair below it, but these two albums are so iconic. You have to pick up these albums if you don't have them. It has that iconic album cover, very, very distinguishable. And the songs Nightmare, Gypsy's an incredible song. The Oath is a really epic song. I love it. And then to finish off the whole thing, Come to the Sabbath is really good. If you do have the re-release, there's a bonus track called Death Kiss. But from the original release, it ends with Come to the Sabbath. But just a strong record. I would put this in the top 10 metal albums of all time. It's so incredible, and you won't be disappointed. So guys, that's it for me. Put a message down below in the comments what you would rank your Mercyful Fate albums. What would be your number 1 and why? And yeah, let me know if there's any other bands you think I should do the ranking videos of. Obviously, there's a million I still want to do. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up, and if you're not on this channel already, hit that subscribe button down below. And until next time, guys, keep it metal.